Today I wanted to talk about withdrawing from an ex. So you may wonder why when you break up with someone you may experience physical pain, mental pain that becomes somewhat unbearable. And you may find that even if you logically understand that this person is not right for you or that maybe they really hurt you, you still find yourself very drawn and not able to let go of them. This is due to the chemical experience of connection. So when we first meet someone, our brain produces dopamine, which creates that kind of giddy, excited feeling. What can occur is we then transition into oxytocin. So what can occur is sometimes people will abruptly in the beginning just like stop being connected. That can be partially due to the ending of this dopamine production. So when someone just kind of turns off, it can also be due to attachment wounds. It can be a combination. So when we break up with someone, we actually go through a version of withdrawal because we are very drawn to that chemical release, even when we are unhappy with the person. So maybe you have a friend who, or maybe you are that friend who is in a really unhappy relationship but you won't leave. Part of that is because you're very addicted to this chemical process. So when we break up with someone, it's really important to understand that we actually go through withdrawals from that relationship, not just emotionally, but also chemically. So when they do MRI scans on individuals who are struggling with the breakup, if they show a picture of their loved one, the same parts of the brain that light up in their brain are the same parts that light up in someone who has a drug addiction and is shown their drug of choice. In particular, the same chemicals that are released are very similar to what someone with cocaine addiction experiences. So what do we do to manage this? The first is just understanding that you're going to go through a period of withdrawal. And it's the same when working with someone with addiction. There's not going to be a perfect time, there's not going to be perfect conditions. The other thing is taking care of ourselves. So, one of the worst things we can do for ourselves is continue to try to maintain connection with the person. Texting, calling, looking at their social media, because what you're doing each time you're doing that is you're releasing those chemicals, which is going to keep you hooked. What is recommended, at least what I recommend people in practice, is to take a period of time, at least 6 months, where you go black. You're not connecting with them. And people will tell me, but I want to stay friends with them. Okay, so if there really is a friendship, it'll be there in 6 months. If there's not, then you didn't have one. Or the person doesn't want to maintain a friendship. And so that's not really a useful excuse, especially if you find yourself not moving forward and having more pain. I watch a lot of people actually have more pain in the end of a relationship in the subsequent months or years than they did in the actual relationship when I work with someone long term. And usually the people that do that, they will not let go of the person. They just keep reconnecting. They keep stalking them on social media. They keep reaching out to them and becoming really upset when the other person moves on. Like very hurt, very upset when that is what people do when a relationship doesn't work. So I really invite you to look at and consider this blackout period if you find yourself not moving on from a past relationship. Thanks.